Here's how you can Evo up Ruby PJ Tucker all the way up to that beautiful diamond. So we have PJ Tucker right here, a pretty decent card if we're being honest. 150 points, 40 dunks, 4 dunks in a single game, and 10 steals is the only thing you need to do with PJ Tucker to get him Evo'd up. And honestly, he's probably the easiest Evo that we've had set up, aside from maybe Joe Ingles. And that's just because Joe Ingles was 40 assists. I mean, come on. But for doing this Evo, you get a card who has probably the fastest jumper in the entire game right now. Him and like Tim Thomas, I think, are like tied for it. And is pretty damn good at all the other things besides playmaking, because you know, a single badge in that. But he's a pretty good card. So when you get him Evo'd up, you can do a 90 driving layup. You get a better draw foul. I went down to Kelly Olynyk. Nobody wants to see that. Better draw foul. Your close shot goes up 13. Ball handle goes up to an 86. But he has like a 60 pass accuracy. He doesn't have really good pass IQ, so it's not really amazing. Does get an 80 standing dunk now. 40 boost, and that is crazy. 20 driving dunk up to an 85. It gets 13 in speed to a 90. Better speed with ball to an 88. Acceleration also to a 90. Better vertical up to a 95. And now a 95 offensive consistency. And if we check out the badges, gets Hall of Fame bully, gets a bunch of really good goal badges, especially in finishing, and gets Hall of Fame corner specialist, which, if we're being honest, it's not great, but it's not bad. I mean, it's corner specialist, so it's nothing insane. So now, personally, what I think would probably be the best for a lot of people when it comes to this PJ Tucker Evo is running him with a lot of shorter players, or running him with the power forward if you plan on doing this in a 5v5 mode. So just keep that in mind. PJ Tucker is only a 6'5" power forward, small forward, so it's a little bit tough. I think his better position is power forward, but his height's a little bit crazy, so just, you know, watch it out a little bit. But if you're going to be using PJ Tucker and going for a lot of these, dunks like you should be, you're probably going to want to run a perimeter-centric coach boost. You can see right here, the perimeter-centric gives PJ Tucker +4 in defensive rebounding, 3-point shot, perimeter defense, offensive rebound, offensive rebound, ball handle, and driving dunk, which are some really, really good boosts, especially that +4 in driving dunk. That's what we're looking for. It'll put PJ Tucker up. Right now, he only has a 75, which is still pretty good, but that moves him up to a 79. It'll just make it a little bit easier, especially with the method that we're using now, and it'll really make it offensive heavy. And remember, just because PJ, like, let's just say I put PJ Tucker in this lineup, it's not my primary lineup, so I would be getting the defensive coach boost for that. So just make sure whichever one that has the coach that you want, put PJ on that lineup, and make that your primary lineup, your active lineup right now. Now, there's a few different game modes you can go ahead and pick for PJ Tucker. If you want to play a 5v5 mode, what you should be doing every single time is going to challenges in the single player section and going to skills challenges and playing the basketball fundamentals. These are literally the easiest ones in the entire game to play. They are all semi-pro, and they are all insanely easy. If you need level 40, unlimited, limited, clutch time, domination, triple threat, or anything else on your 2K account grinded, contact Rose NBA on Twitter and let them know X sent you. The problem with 5v5 modes and why I'm not super high up on them when it comes to dunking challenges is just sometimes if you try to throw lobs or whatever, they just kind of get in the way of them, and there's more people to kind of play help defense and stop you from dunking. So that's really the only negative. If you are going to be doing these, I would recommend the inside scoring one, because all of these challenges finish as soon as you hit the requirement, which is so nice. The only one that doesn't is the one all the way down here, basketball IQ, I'm pretty sure, because it's just don't turn the ball over, so it's only 1 minute quarters 4 times. So for this one, you can see the challenge is going to be get 5 baskets off post moves. So obviously, if we get 5 baskets off post moves, fadeaways, drop steps, or whatever with the same player, that game will end. So generally, it's not too bad. If you are somebody who doesn't want to do the 5v5 modes because you don't want to worry about people just playing help defense, things like that, your best option is probably going to be triple threat, just because it's triple threat. It's 3 players and it's a much more in your control. But there's a caveat that you're going to want to do for this, and that is, I think, actually play PJ Tucker as your shooting guard. And that's just because usually the shooting guards are a little bit worse defensively, and they're a little bit easier to score on. And sometimes you'll get matched up against like a Wilt Chamberlain who just will not let you get to the basket. So personally, I would actually run PJ as the shooting guard in this instance. So just pick up a point guard or use a point guard that is shorter than him, and it can play make the ball. So you can see we have for playmaking right here with Ricky Rubio A-, and Ricky Rubio is 6'2", so we can use him. Other good options like Cole Anthony, Mike Conley, but I'm just going to throw in Ricky Rubio, and then pick up a center as well that is just taller at 6'5", so it's really not hard. Like, boom. gold Anthony Davis, and then PJ is going to be at R2. So once we actually load into the game, and this will work whether you are in a full 5v5 mode or if you're in this triple threat mode, is you're going to be basically running a pick and roll and going for alley-oops. And of course we get Dejounte Murray going up against us. If you are somebody who is playing in the 5v5 mode, make sure you pause, go over to like the defensive settings section, scroll down to offensive settings, go to your freelance and change it to Bucks 2018. What this will allow you to do is run a full 5-out offense the entire time. So sometimes you can actually just click PJ's button and actually call him to just backdoor cut. But I'll show you guys I'll show you guys another method in the 5v5 modes in a second. So essentially for these, if you're only going for your dunks, you can kind of just let these guys score. They'll probably score off backdoors pretty easily anyway, so it's not really too much of a worry. But if you're just trying to do this the fastest way possible, don't play defense. If you're also trying to win the games and not throw them completely, do that. Either way, you can see right here, boom. That's the entire plan. We run a pick and roll, we let PJ Tucker roll to the basket, and we throw up a lob. And because he has that 75 driving dunk, it's actually not that bad to use him. Now, in order to make sure you're getting a screen with PJ Tucker every single time, hit the screen button. You'll see all the their buttons pop up, and then hold the one that is above PJ Tucker's head. No matter what game mode you are in, that is how you get it every single time. And this is the only thing that you're going to do. You're going to press that pick and roll button. You're going to hold the PJ Tucker's button and call for the pick and roll. Again, because he has the 75 driving dunk, this actually won't be too bad out of PJ Tucker. It's a pretty easy challenge, I think, for him to hit. It's literally just rolling around and running up into screens just like that. Boom, nice and easy. I mean, it's super easy. If you're trying to get steals, you can see kind of play at the half court and try to jump in and get some of these steals. Problem with PJ Tucker though is that he actually, if you check out his defensive badges, does not come with anything that helps him massively move and like hold people, like let's say clamps, but he does have workhorse, glove, and interceptor. So personally, I would try to use PJ Tucker in some online modes and try to jump some passes with the interceptor, just because that's what I personally like to do. Or you can do this steal method right here, where you're going to put your entire offense in either a full court or a half court trap. It doesn't really matter which one you're doing. Just full court or half court trap, and you're going to wait for the person to bump, like the AI to bump the other AI, the AI on offense, let them get to half court, and then you're going to run them at PJ Tucker and basically just strip the ball. Luckily, PJ Tucker does have the gold glove badge, which is great for getting steals, and it'll be really, really easy for him to, get a lot of these steals. So honestly, it won't be too bad. And obviously you can play passing lanes, things like that. But the thing that I think is the best is to just wait there at half court in that full court trap and then jump on it to the ball. Sometimes they'll throw the ball up. Sometimes you'll just get cooked. It's kind of just what's going to happen. You're just going to have to accept it. It is what it is. Sometimes you're just not going to get the steal and two guys are going to hoe you. It just is what it is. It's what happens. Sometimes as well, I'll try to play off a little bit. Sometimes if they just start standing still, you can also reach, and sometimes you just can't. And I said I'd show you guys how to do just the normal backdoor cuts. If you're running a full 5 out in the offense, all you need to do is tap the button, click on PJ's button, and then I think it's square, but you'll see one that is called cut to basket, and you just do that, and you'll see PJ Tucker just cuts to the basket and gets the dunk stupid easy. It's really not that bad. Honestly, I think this PJ Tucker Evo is one of the easier we've had in 2K in quite a long time, so I'm quite glad for that. So go out there, have some fun, and get that PJ Tucker Evo'd up. Relatively easy one. If you need some other things, just chuck up some threes with him. He's got guard up, I'm pretty sure, and a wicked fast jumper, so just chuck threes in one of those semi-pro games, and you won't miss if you need extra points. So like the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.